Welcome in, everyone. We have a major update in the Iran-Israel war after the United States of America hammered Iran's nuclear program. Their sites, 3 different ones, 14 GBU-57s were dropped on 2 of those sites, split up, of course. Stealth fighter aircraft were used. It was a blowout kind of moment, and now Iran has struck back with a unbelievably and unrelenting missile attack on Israel. Notice how I didn't say on American sites. They did unleash a barrage on Israel that caused significant damage. We have photos and videos of that. It is brutal on the ground at the site of the impacts of where the missiles were. Before we get into all of that and much more, and we're going to break down all the updates with Iran retaliating after President Donald Trump ordered those 3 sites to be wiped out, which Fordo and Natanz appear to be completely gone at this point. Before we get into all of that, please make sure to like and subscribe. Costs you guys nothing, is huge for the channel. Comment with your thoughts on the war. Let me know how you think things are going. Hit the bell and make sure your settings are hit so you get all the notifications. You won't miss a single video. You'll be the most up-to-date people on YouTube. Now, let's get into it. As we all know, the United States of America launched an unprecedented bombing mission called Operation Midnight Hammer against the targets in Iran using 7 B-2 stealth fighters, a lot of stealth fighter jets or B-2 stealth bombers, and a lot of stealth fighter jets to take out those 3 targets, which was successful. President Donald Trump addressed the nation late Saturday night. I'm filming this on June 22nd, so that was the night of June 21st, where he told the country what had happened, the essential summary of the mission. And for those of you who haven't seen those comments, let's go ahead and roll President Trump's a brief clip of his comments addressing the nation after the attack. Let's play that right now.
Thank you very much. A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the 3 key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime: Fordo, Natanz, and Esfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated.
We all knew that the Iranians would retaliate. There's been fears that they might retaliate against the United States and our bases, assets, and such in the region. That hasn't happened yet of this video being made. Of course, it is a very fluid situation, but they did unleash a new barrage of what appeared to be more advanced missiles at Israel, including strikes. I'm going to throw this up on the screen. This is from Osnet Defender. It says, significant damage seen to several buildings within Tel Aviv in central Israel following the impact of a ballistic missile fired by Iran. We also have some video footage of the incident, and I got to tell you, the damage is very significant. These Iranian missiles did hit. They got through the air defenses. That is something we have to take seriously. I tell it to you both ways. I tell them when they hit Iran, tell them when they hit Israel. They got through the defensive this time. It seems like they fired pretty much every missile they could get their hands on, and it hit. The damage is extensive and brutal. Let's go ahead and play the video of Iran's counterattack, retaliatory attack against Israel right now. So that right there, the video you just saw, was video of Iran's retaliatory strike on Israel for the United States coming in and taking out Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan, the 3 nuclear sites that President Trump wanted gone, the world wanted gone, and he sent in B-2 stealth bombers to take them out. just absolutely an incredible amount of damage. And now Iran is starting to issue threats. They are directly threatening America. They are directly threatening the United States. I got a couple things. I'll throw part one up on the screen for you here. It says, breaking, an advisor to Iran supreme leader says Iran is now prepared to launch missiles at U.S. Navy ships in Bahrain and close the Strait of Hormuz to U.S., British, German, and French vessels in retaliation for attacks on its nuclear facilities. So we knew that the Iranians would likely try to target United States bases. It now appears that that is exactly what they are attempting to do. And if they attempt to close the Strait of Hormuz, you better believe the United States Navy will teach them a lesson there as well. We'll get into that in a little bit here. Part two up on the screen for you here. The Iranians are now saying the door for diplomacy is closed. They say any move against Khamenei, so they're saying if we take out the leader of Iran or Israel takes out the leader of Iran, would close the way to any agreement or negotiations and lead to an unlimited response, a senior Iranian official told Reuters. What's kind of funny about that is they continue to issue threats. They continue to talk a huge game, and yet the United States and Israel fly planes all over their airspace, and they can't do a damn thing about it. Speaking of which, following the retaliatory strikes in Israel by Iran, Israel launched more strikes on Iran as well. And as expected, their planes flew right in and did whatever they wanted to without being stopped. We have some footage of that. Let's play that right now, and we'll get into what comes next. Roll the tape. In terms of what comes next, it certainly appears Iran has every intention of striking bases, assets, ships controlled by the United States of America. I would actually be very surprised if they don't do that. They seem like they now know they're backed into a corner, and instead of acting smartly and being like, hey, we don't want any more of this. We've learned our lesson. We just got our ass whooped after 4 decades of never shutting the fuck up, and we got crushed. Instead of doing that, instead of pushing back from the table and calling it a night, it appears that Iran will attempt to target the United States of America and our assets in the region. We've talked before, and there are warnings that have now gone out for people to be on alert in the United States of America, in certain places overseas. People need to take this situation very seriously. But here's what I want to say, and let me speak directly to the Iranians and the Iranian government if anyone from there is watching this, which I hope you are, because, you know, it's pretty epic to watch your country collapse in real time when your government is a terrible regime, a dictatorship, a theocratic dictatorship, just terrible, terrible people. If Iran comes for America and hurts American service members and kills Americans, then what America will do in response will be 100 times worse. If Khamenei wants to stay alive, he should order his troops to stand down. He should make sure that his proxies don't attack American bases. Because you all know as well as I do, if Khamenei orders the killing of Americans, he is next up on the target list. And it won't be Israeli jets flying in to do it. It'll be what you just saw the United States of America do in Iran, where we fly in stealth bombers and they don't even get a single shot off. These people talk such a big game for decades, and they couldn't get one shot off at our entire strike package on the way in or out. That's the power of the American military. So I'd encourage the Iranians to tread carefully. You just got your teeth smashed, but you're still technically alive as a regime. That can change real fast. You want to mess around, threaten Americans, kill Americans, then the United States military will show up and kick your ass. That's a guarantee. So now we wait. We sit and wait to see what Iran will do. But I want to know what you think. Let me know in the comments what you think happens next. Make sure to like and subscribe. Again, costs you guys nothing and it's huge for the channel. Make sure you hit the bell and your notifications are turned on so you don't miss a video. You'll be the most up-to-date people on YouTube. Again, costs you nothing. It's huge, matters a lot. Now, we'll see what the latest developments are. I'll see you all whenever we have new news.